You can save yourself a lot of money by avoiding expensive coffee shops and avoiding buying gallons of Arizona iced tea. These two beverages are so easy to make at home. Let's learn how. Whether you're making iced tea or iced coffee, the methods are pretty much the same, and the first method is almost laughable in its simplicity, and that is simply to make a pot of tea or a pot of coffee, let it cool to room temperature, and then transfer it to the refrigerator and serve it once it's cold. If you don't want to wait for a whole pot of coffee or tea to cool, you can use another method, which is simply to make double strength tea or double strength coffee and then pour over ice. The ice cools it and it dilutes it at the same time. Here I have water started to make coffee, and then I'm also putting some tea bags in a pot of water to let that make a nice strong tea, so that I can make a single cup of iced coffee and a pitcher of tea. One of the best things about making these drinks at home is you get to control the quality. For iced tea, I love a combo of black and green tea. Sometimes I use chamomile. And when I'm making iced coffee, I also like using flavored coffee beans. I prefer to use decaffeinated tea and coffee so I can enjoy a huge glass without getting shaky. If you want your beverage sweetened, add sugar or honey to the tea or coffee before you chill it or pour it over ice. Sweetener goes into solution much better when the drink is still warm. If you like your iced tea or coffee creamy, I recommend adding the milk of your choice as you serve it versus doing the whole container. And just a side note here, if you're making iced tea with this method, be careful of the flame and the paper on the tea bags. I all of a sudden smelled some paper burning and was like, oh, look at that, my tea bags are on fire. So use caution. Back to my variation ideas. I love iced tea with a slice of lemon or a sprig of fresh spearmint. However, other herbs can add something special. Try some fresh lemon balm, lavender, or even rosemary. You can make your iced coffee feel even more delicious by adding a little sprinkle of cinnamon or dark cocoa powder. And if you're looking for a creative way to make tea, when I was a kid, we used to do this all the time, but I'm making sun tea by simply taking a big glass container, adding a few tea bags, filling it up with water, and then setting it out in a nice sunny spot for a few hours. And then voila, it creates tea. I then take the container, put it in the refrigerator for a few hours until it's nice and cold, and then I have a nice refreshing beverage. However you choose to make it, I encourage you to make it often. Avoid buying iced tea. There's no need to spend a ton of money at Starbucks or Dunkin' to get iced coffee. You can make these at home and you can make them delicious. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day.